got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Inside the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery?
Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they've got it 1st and goal at the 3. What a place to start. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Akers fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. On 2nd and goal, Stafford, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
Now you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, Stafford here. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
To throw again on second down. Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's a gain of 7.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. To throw is Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9. At the 16.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. A 1 yard pickup.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his third field goal of the ballgame brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 3. A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
And they run the option on second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a...
And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Holding offense.
The guilty party that time, Charles Leno Jr. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Second and 9 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's the option going right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Here's address way now as he's on to punt for Washington. On the return is Williams. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Stafford looks to throw again. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Higbee secures it over the middle. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Now Stafford on third and goal. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. Bryson Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, Gibson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Complete to Julie Robinson. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the posts, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. They'll try and run the option left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Seibert's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 8, 57 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. One last throw here for Stafford. Finding space at the 40. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Commanders, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year.